Hello everyone, I am Gefepido, and despite the utter hash I made of last run, SynthScenes decided to trust me with the next version of the Monsterverse mod, so here we are with the Defenders of Earth. First we got Mothra, which apparently originally from a novel called The Luminous Fairies and Mothra, adapted into the film Mothra, and met Godzilla in Mothra vs. Godzilla. Base weapon looks a little like Hermes engines, though it's going to need some range upgrades. And also the larva thing. I'll just tell you, the larva has an attack that gives acid to an adjacent target and does 1 damage to things that already have acid. Now here we got Rodan from the film Rodan, which met Godzilla in Ghidorah, the Three-Headed Monster. I guess it's only fair even Godzilla needed help fighting that thing. Even Heracles didn't try to solo a Hydra, and he was killing snakes in the crib. And lastly, Anguirus from Godzilla Raids Again. How many Monsterverse movies are there anyway? This is so hard to keep track of. Anyway, Anguirus cannot attack adjacent targets, but I believe there is not a range limit on his charge, so not too bad. This squad is actually really mobile, if you'll notice the high moves on the other two. Anyway, so here we got not too bad, aside from the Soldier Scion. Being a little cautious, because Rodan does not displace, so I do want Vec, at least early on, that he can kill. Watchtower is looking pretty good for me. All relatively low HP Vec. I do not know if I can kill the Stink Bug Leader, but I'm not sure more upgrades would make that any better. And over here, Meridia, actually also not a bad option. I can't remember if chilies have 2 or 3 HP, but spring seeds. And I believe sunflowers have 2. I think I might actually go with Meridia. I know I do Meridia first a lot, but it does have a fair portion of lower HP enemies. Hopefully I survive this. Now, great. Oh, and the convoy first thing, of course. Now, if I went this way, well, blocking Vex spawning in the meadow mission would be rough anyhow, but on the other hand, I'm gonna kinda have to do this one, aren't I? Practically, I don't think I can get more than 6 rep from missions here. And that'll involve doing this stuff, so okay, convoy it is. Huh, this looks different from other maps I've seen the convoy on. Hopefully I can pull something off. Or I could fuck this up catastrophically. You just never know with me. Alright, Spring Seed can go basically any damn place, so let's not worry too much about. Or, I don't know if I should put Mothra over here, maybe? No, probably better that they can reach here. It'd be nice if I could get the larva out early, but I don't know if that's going to be practical. Do I, I don't know. Oh, hey. Alright, largely irrelevant. Largely, well, I'd like to kill him, but... Oh, wait. Are you even being serious with me right now? I guess I can just do this then? If that's really how you want to play it. And... Okay, but before I do that, I'm almost certainly doing that, but let's see here. I think if I have Anguirus ram this spring seed back, then the spring seed will be blocked from attacking by Anguirus being here and stuck on the spawn. And then Mothra, I don't know if there's much, I guess, could just pop the larva wherever, really. Doesn't matter where. That is really convenient, actually. Okay, and then for my next trick, boom. Should I put the larva on the time pod? I don't know. I guess the time pod does kind of block the Vec from doing stuff, but I always get nervous about these things. Could just toss the larva up here and have it move somewhere. Does it even matter? Could just put it here, actually. Or even here. No, I'd like the spring seed to come closer. Here's a good larva spot, why not? And this is a ugly-ass picture, let me tell ya. Oh, hey! May as well give this guy the acid, why not? If that spring seed stays close enough, the larva could actually kill it. Wow. Okay. Loser wants to fight Mothra, but he can't even defeat Mothra. His baby. Look at this shit. Okay. But let me see now. If I push this spring seed here, it will be blocked by the mountain and stuck on the spawn. That's good. This one can just die, and this guy needs dealt with. Could just Rodon it up. I'm reluctant to put Rodon all the way down at the bottom, but on the other hand, it seems foolish to have Mothra, you know, just push it when I could do otherwise. Alright, so this guy's stuck, and I don't really want to block with Mothra's 2 health. Not that it really matters too much at this stage of the battle, but... Oh wait, does this battle have more turns than I realized? Well, whatever. I'll manage. Ooh, there's the... Okay, chilies do have 3. Maybe I would have been better off with Watchtower, but let's not fuss too much about it. Okay, so that's a problem that is an easy fix. Can just have Mothra get over, push him over. And then I think he'd be stuck on the spawn. I'm thinking having move Rodon hereabouts, having Anguirus ram this guy down, and Rodon drop him to hell. Or I could have Anguirus ram the dude here. But then I'm not... Yeah, no one... Mothra isn't in position to help with this, so, you know. And I could put the larva up here just so he has room to tag this dude. Just in case. Gonna be a little out of... shit. I'm actually gonna... This is actually a little bad, because I may not be able to push the one without pushing the other. Oh shit, yeah, okay, I'm gonna need to rethink this. I may actually need to something. Okay, if I take the hit, then what? Oh, actually, Rodan is going to be okay if I do that. Kinda okay. Maybe. But, alright, so Mothra can't push this one without pushing a truck onto the spawn, and that's no good. So I may need Anguirus to do it. And Mothra just can't help with this chili, which, yeah, positioning is a problem. I could just do this and then eat the damage plus fire, and I might actually need to heal Rodan before the end. Though, losing 9 health isn't, you know, exactly the fucking apocalypse here. Hang on, let me just double check that I understand. Yeah, damage the first tile hit. Okay. And I may actually put Mothra on the other spawn. Make sure there's nothing too surprising. Oh right, fire damage is before attacks, so Rodan shouldn't necessarily need healing. Though, I would hate to get careless about this. Okay, so, the larva could kill this thing right now if we were in a better position. Or I could just have Mothra fly by and ram the, chili into the chomper, and then the chili's attack would mean nothing. I should probably have Anguirus kill this chili, if I can. I actually can't. There's no he hasn't got an angle for it because of his... He can't attack adjacent, and that is a shameful thing. Oh well. Just get everyone out of the way, and this guy can have his fun, and aren't we glad I picked up that time pod? On one hand, Mothra's range upgrade would be very nice. On the other hand, I think Anguirus needs that movement. Eh. What do we got here? Oh, fancy. And kind of redundant, but, you know. Alright, let me see here. Yeah, troublesome, but yeah. These range upgrades, you know. Feeling some swap mech all over again, right? Anyway, yeah, let's just take the move. And... Ooh, kill 7 enemies, rough doings. Maybe. I guess if the... Oh, hey, the Flesh... Why couldn't I get that on the Flash Flood? Anyway. Yeah, sure. Hopefully it's more low HP dudes, and then Rodan can, you know... Stomp. Ugh. Why you gotta do me like that, game? What crime have I committed? Anyway. Okay, there's no good place for the sunflower. That is actually a problem. Is there... Because he can't even get to a lane I'd want him attacking in. Maybe I should put someone up here, or just in hopes I can bait him? I don't know. I mean, this is just getting stupid. I don't... Real nice of you, lady. Okay, good. At least I can push him up, maybe. Well, wait, I'm not gonna really have a good angle to do that from, am I? Shit. Okay. That sucks. And this is also a problem in it. Great. That sucks. Okay, so this guy doesn't matter. This guy is a major issue that I can't necessarily solve. This chili doesn't matter, though, so okay. I could set this... Okay, yeah, I might be kind of boned on the sunflower, because I can't push him where I need him. Now, I could have Rodon set him on fire, and then this... Because... Okay, so hypothetically, I could solve my problems if I have Rodon set this guy on fire, and then Anguirus finish him off while Mothra pushes this Chomper aside. This does not feel like an ideal play for me, but there's got to be a better way to do this. I mean, there doesn't gotta, but I really want there to be. Yeah, this is not the best setup. Not the best anything. Oh well. Or, I mean, I guess if I pushed the Spring Seed down, it would eat 2 hits, so another Heck would then... But I don't know that I can push the Spring Seed down. Because Anguirus doesn't have room to run up, and Mothra would hit the hotel if it flew by here, so, Okay, I can solve what I need to solve, as previously noted. It's just leaving too many Vec on the field. And I hate it. I mean, technically Anguirus could just take it on the fucking chin, but that's kind of worse. And if I'm gonna do that, besides, what else was I having Anguirus do this turn? Ugh. If only I could get a larva down. But I don't believe there's any way to afford that. Because this idiot can't fly. Alright, fine. No point stressing about it all damn day. And this loser can burn, and Mothra can push this one over. And no buildings die this turn. It's just kind of troublesome. This is gonna be a mess, I know. Okay. Gotta go, gotta go. Not a problem. Not a problem. Oh, that would be an easy target. Okay, so let me see here. There's actually only 3 problems. Now... Okay, so Rodon could ice this dude over here. Then I could have, I guess if I did that, then I could, how far can Anguirus get? I could have Anguirus kill this dude and Mothra shove the chili aside. That's something. Not much, but something. The positioning is gonna suck, but... Yeah, and I gotta go in the... Oh, wait, I could actually push him the other way. Not that it makes a huge difference. Okay. That's progress, really. Now we got, what, 4 Vec next turn? Still, the positioning is a little fucky. One more. Oh, fucking hell. What a mess. Okay, so Anguirus can barely do... Okay, this guy's not even attacking. This guy's the one... is the actual problem here. So I could just push these two down and then... No, wait. No, I can't. That doesn't help. Okay, Rodon can kill the Sunflower, and indeed has little else to contribute today. Chilies are immune to fire, so I can't fuck around with that. Though I could... Anguirus could just take this on the chin, but then what? That's not progress. Okay, if I wanted to get crazy, I could have Mothra do this. And then Anguirus could at least ram the Chili up away, so what? Not really that use. Hang on. How could I... No, I don't have room to do what I want to do. I was just thinking if I rammed the Chomper up, then Mothra could push the Chili over into the Chomper's attack range, but I don't think that works, because Mothra would not have any room to fly this way or that way. And if I push these guys down, Anguirus would have no range to run up on them. Now, Rodon probably just needs to kill this guy because he can and can't one-shot any of these. This kind of sucks. Can I do something better here? I'm sure I can. Probably not something great, but better. Okay, hang on. I could... Actually, if I wanted to be stupid about this... If I had Rodon jump over here and do 2 damage to the Chili, I could theoretically push the Chili into Rodon, along with the Chomper push down, dealing the less damage I need. And then it would allow Anguirus to get over here and just ram this Sunflower up. That's dumb as hell, but it would technically solve the problem. There's no way I would be getting 7 kills, but... Well, because this one wouldn't be killed by Rodon, but... Technically progress. Actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Can't... Or... I mean, technically Mothra could push like this and ram these two into each other so Rodon could pick off the Chili, allowing Anguirus to ram up and leaving this guy open next turn. But putting Mothra on fire would really suck. On the third hand, I could have Mothra... have Rodon kill this one, then have Mothra fling the larva into the Chili's attack range, and just acid the Chili, let the larva burn. And then Anguirus can ram this Chomper or something, enabling someone to pick up the spare next turn. That's, I'm not proud of this idea, but I mean, seems like it might work, so. I don't want to ram this one because Anguirus would get hit, but this guy doesn't feel like doing anything today, so... Actually, if I fling the larva from here and move it, then, you know, Anguirus could ram the chomper into Mothra and make it easier to finish it next turn. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we first have bad ideas. Alright, so yeah, put him here, Anguirus go here and ram like that. Well, so next turn I need everyone to get a kill or this will be a problem. Wow, Alpha Killy, huh. Come on, Mr. Alpha Killy, you know you want to kill it. Okay, yeah, good. Wait, really? Okay, so no, damn. Would have been so good if I... Okay, Rodon can kill these two right now. Then Anguirus could ram this one up, but then can Mothra finish anyone? I don't know. Oh, Mothra could, well, push this Killy down to hit that guy, so... Hang on, let me think here. Okay, let me think. So if I do this, not quite good enough, but... Alright, so Mothra cannot push this guy up because only has 1 health, but... Okay, so Mothra could... No, wait. I feel like I'm on the verge of a solution, and I'm not quite seeing what I need. So... Alright, so... Like I said, I feel like I'm on the verge of an idea, and I'm not quite seeing... Hang on. If I push this guy down, it would burn these two, but that is not... But this guy wouldn't die because fire damage is before enemy attacks. Okay. Now, Anguirus could ram one of these guys into another. Hang on, if I decided that rep was more important than grid damage, which it technically is, then what result? I could ram one of these guys into the other. Well, I could have Rodon kill this guy, ram one of these guys into the other, and then fly this alpha, push this alpha killy down so it kills this dude. That's an option. That'd work if I was willing to give up this building. Alright, let me think. If I... You know, I hate it, but I'd rather get the perfect island award than, you know, keep a perfect grid. I am getting one back, right? Right, cool. Alright, well, that sucks. Come on, grid defense, do something useful. Well, fuck you two. See, everybody's happy. You know, except the people who died. Okay, this Windy Peaks is going to be rough as hell unless I can push some Vec onto the spawns. I mean, everybody will die to Rodon, but, you know. And this one, well, good thing I have 2 flyers, right? Either way, or I could hope the 2-rep, go through Untamed Lands and hope the 2-rep mission is better, but that's dumb. Let's just do this. Okay, so not too bad. Well, not too good, but not too bad. Let me see if I can... Where do I want Anguirus? Here, maybe? Can I? Okay, we'll probably manage something. I was kind of hoping I could bait Achille over here instead of attacking buildings. Ah, hell. Down there, really? Okay, at least that I could push down. Okay, so my first thought is... Anguirus push the Achille here. Rodon kill this dude right now, and Mothra just fly push this Alpha Spring Seed down onto the death tile. Not a bad setup. I will gratefully accept it. If I'm really lucky, maybe next turn I can throw a larva down. Okay, so Rodon is not... Oh, Rodon can kill this Achille right now. Then Mothra could do that. Well, if Rodon kills this Achille, then where can... Anguirus cannot get this guy, so that has to be Mothra, sadly. I have sadness. Hang on. If I had Mothra push both, then the Spring Seed is going to land in this acid just in time to catch fire. That is actually pretty funny. I'm kind of inclined to do that for funny, but... Yeah, anyway, so... Oh, no, wait, I misread. The 2... Achille goes before Spring Seed, so, yeah. Likely I'll just, ram the Spring Seed up. Or... Or block a spawn. Hey, what do we got over here? Escort? Oh, nice. I think that's... Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I could block a spawn or just ram this guy up and get ready to make a kill shot. Honestly, I'd rather block a spawn in this context. Too many Vec is just going to cause me grief. Also, if he's landing in acid, he's just as easy to kill now. Okay, so just need to push one of those. Rodon can kill this guy right now. Anguirus can shove this guy onto the death tile, and Mothra can get the larva. Actually, Mothra's larva could kill that guy right now. Rodon doesn't even need to do anything. Nor should he. I, spawn block, I guess? Yeah, probably. And, oh wow, are there going to be Novek next turn? Maybe that's a bit much, but you know what? I don't care. Unless I should put Rodon, wait, if I can't move off that easily, it's just, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Nothing matters. Last mission was annoying enough. Let's have a smooth one. Okay, I guess we're done. Nobody else wants any? Alright, so block Vex spawning, this will be tricky, maybe. Or it might be easy, you never know. I guess sometimes you know. Whatever. They're all single tile attackers. Wait, really? I mean, okay, but really? Alright, so I have Rodon kill one of these. Mothra can't actually do anything this turn except spawn block, despite the absurdity of that, but, you know. Anguirus can kill one of these, Mothra can go block a spawn, I guess. And next turn will be a little more interesting. Oh, and I can throw the larva down right now. Awesome. I don't know how much it'll help, but I'll throw it. Teach that little asshole. Yeah, I don't think you're winning that duel, loser. Also, that is a lot of spawn. Ah, shit, I should have. No, wait, I could have Mothra move here and then fly itself onto the spawn. That is the correct play, I think. And then Anguirus should probably block it, either block another spawn or kill something, I don't know. Probably. Actually, I'm inclined to block the spawn just to make sure I can get it done. Hopefully, Rodon can take out a couple next turn, but no guarantees. Come on, Sprout, move into the acid so the larva can greet you properly. Wow, really? Well, I didn't come here to complain. Just, you know, laugh. Oh, hey, Mothra can just push this guy on here and, yeah. Anyway. Can Rodon take both these? No, just one. Alright. Anyway. But spawn block and kill that dude, that's how it's played, I think. And do I want to kill this one or go for the more center one so I'm closer to the center. I think the latter. Alright, next turn might still be a bit messy, but... Huh. I thought these missions were only supposed to have sprouts, but then, you know, they always come out with the, you know, other shit. Not really a big deal, just weird. Alright, so if I push the alpha sprout up, it can take the spring seed just fine. And then... And then I guess Anguirus could kill this guy. I could just have Mothra push this guy into the water right now. Needs XP. I mean, if I ram this guy up, I could have Rodon kill them both. Of course, Rodon doesn't really need more XP, but... It's trickier to... you know, whatever. If only the larva didn't need acid to make a kill, but I don't think any enemies currently have acid, so, you know, whatever. Alright, this is gonna be it, right? Okay, yeah, good enough. And Rodon can kill the spring seed, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Came to the wrong meadow. Anyway. So here we are. I suppose boss-wise, I really want to get acid on the Sunflower Leader, if I can. If, 1,000 times if. Wow, this is going to be a mess, isn't it? Okay. I don't... There's no part of this I particularly like, but... Okay, that's annoying, but... Could be worse, actually. Alright, so if I can't get... Alright, there's a city here, so building whatever. If I do this, I can go set the boss on fire and get the spring seed whatever, but then I still need to do something with the boss. Yeah, I need to think carefully about this, because the boss needs to be neutralized and I don't have a good way to push him right now. I guess if I had Rodon kill the spring seed right now, then Mothra could push the boss here. And he'd be on fire. And then... No, wait, pushing the spring seed down wouldn't help because... there's a building to block it. I don't like... Hang on. If I do this, it's amusing, but... Minimal assist. Now, actually, I could actually have Anguirus ram this spring seed into the water. Then Mothra could push both these aside, I guess. Then Rodon could, you know, set the boss on fire. Since Anguirus isn't in a good position to push the boss unless he's going in the water, and even then, really. Oh, wait, if I ram with Anguirus right now, the Spring Seed's gonna go into... The Spring Seed's gonna kill him. That's no good. What do I do about this? Aside from, you know, cry. Okay, if I do, hypothetically, this dumb idea, then I could push the weaker Spring Seed into the stronger Spring Seed's area, but then... But then I don't have a good way to push the boss over here or elsewise. Yeah, it's an awkward setup. Okay, so, hang on, I was talking about this earlier. So I could put... Rodon kills this Spring Seed, then Mothra can push the boss to the left here. And then... Anguirus could, I mean, I guess Anguirus could start by ramming someone into that guy, just for getting things done. Getting some damage going on the losers. I don't like it because there's more shit coming, but at least if the boss were on fire in this tile, that would be progress. Oh wait, I should have Mothra push both of them if both those tiles are going to end up on fire. Shame about the larva, but, you know, fire is progress. And the Alpha Spring Seed is actually walking dead now. If I'd done the math better, I would have been less concerned. Okay, where are we at? No good place to push him except in the water. That's no good at all. Okay, Rodon can get these two. Well, the Chili won't die, but Rodon could jump them and land spawn blocking, killing one. The boss, though, the boss might need to be... I might actually need to put... Oh, wait. I could have Anguirus ram the boss into the water, which will not kill him but neutralize his attack, and he would then take 2 hits from this sunflower. Then, could have Mothra toss a larva somewhere, and... I need to think about this. Okay, this guy's already dead. And yeah, the boss cannot be allowed to... Actually, wait, could I just kill him? If I do this, if I had Anguirus... Well, wait, no. Shit. If I had Rodon jump over him and then just... the problem is Anguirus wouldn't be in a position to push if Rodon's doing anything to the boss this turn. Unless I... except Rodon being on fire, which seems dumb. Rodon can shield others, but not himself. How bold. Okay, so yeah. Or wait, no, I could do like... I could have Rodon jump like this. Then have Anguirus just ram the boss into Rodon for a kill shot. Then, Then Rodon eats shit from the sunflower, I guess. I don't particularly love it, but... Or, wait. If I were willing to throw a larva to its doom immediately, I could just have Mothra toss a larva like here. Then Rodon, larva acids the boss, Rodon just murders it. Then, what would Anguirus even be doing? Or, actually, amend that. I could have Rodon jump, kill these guys. Larva, well, kill this guy. Wait. Then Larva does acid, and Anguirus puts this guy in the water. Well, this guy wouldn't be shooting anymore then, though, so the acid wouldn't help as much. But on the other hand, do I really care? If it's easy to kill the boss next turn, I'm not that fussed about this turn. I just want to make sure I don't get overwhelmed while I'm building up the damage. And getting these guys done is one way to avoid that. Hang on, does escort work only on mechs or on allies? Because that is worth mentioning. Because if Mothra could throw a larva to Rodon, would it then have a shield? Or would it get the shield before it, gets caught on fire? Because that would make all the difference in the universe. Well, not that much, but it would at least let the larva live. Why am I fussing so much about this? I can absolutely just kill the boss. Yeah, I think it's easier to just put acid on the boss and let Anguirus ram him down. Because then it's easy to kill him, and Rodon can just do what the fuck ever. Let me just see if I can put a shield to the guy. If not, oh well. Did I get the Oh, is he safe from the Except I, would need to Yeah, Anguirus wouldn't be in a position to ram the boss this turn then, though. So that is unacceptable. Almost a good idea, but I might just need to let the larva die. I can't afford to fuck around too much with this. Next turn I can just kill that guy and RIP to our brave larva. Be nice if I can heal Anguirus at some point, but you know. Needs must when the Vec drives or something. What's he got? Finisher? Okay, I'll take it. Not too bad. Let me see here. I could just put Rodon here, then have Mothra get shielded, and then fly from here to here and push the chili down onto that spawn. All a little awkward, but you know. If it works, it works. We got significant spawn blocking and... Okay, Anguirus doesn't actually need to heal, I guess. I would like to get some XP on Mothra, but I don't know if it's practical. I don't know that I have any real way to do it. And Anguirus needs XP more than Rodon, so what the hell, let's just go. He'll be fine. Probably. Anyway, I guess we're done here. Nothing exploding after mission end? Great. Damn right you are, lady. Good. I deserve this after sacrificing their building to get... I mean, wait. Okay. Shame I don't use active weapons that aren't default. Camilla is unhelpful, but I can sell her. And what do we got here? Strike, flood drill. Okay, so 3 cores, basically. Oh, and a full grid, even. Now, what do I want? There's a lot of good ones. I might just want the 2 range upgrades on Rodon and Mothra's thing, and then move on someone, maybe? Could do self-shield on Anguirus. Not that he needs to be that much tankier, but... Or I could do range on Mothra and then, like... maybe damage on Rodon. Because doing 3 damage would make it a lot more flexible what he can kill. And then I can pick up the cheaper upgrades as I pick up time pods and whatnot. But Mothra really needs that range, because 2 tiles kind of sucks. I'll go with this for now. Anyway, thank you for watching. Join me next time for part 2.